Your child's tantrums are not tantrums. They are neurological malfunctions caused by an immature prefrontal cortex. And I'm going to share with you the most straightforward, scientifically validated approach to eliminate 70% of these meltdowns in under 21 days. How do I know this actually works? Because I've spent 15 years studying the neuroscience of child development and working with hundreds of families. And what I've discovered is that tantrums aren't a behavior problem. They're a brain development problem that you can directly influence. You're about to learn the same principles that have transformed thousands of households. These aren't complicated protocols requiring expensive training. These are fundamental biological truths about how your child's brain works. Let me be direct with you. These meltdowns that turn your home into a war zone, that humiliate you in public, that make you doubt yourself, they won't disappear on their own. But here's what's remarkable. Your child's brain wants to learn to regulate. You just need to understand the neurological mechanisms that control emotional explosions and apply the right tools at the right time. So let me walk you through 7 scientifically validated steps that will transform your family life and drastically reduce these emotional storms. Step 1. Stop reasoning during the amygdala hijack. The first and most critical step is to completely stop trying to reason with your child during a meltdown. When you understand why everything changes, this isn't speculation, this is basic neuroscience. Here's why this matters so much. Your child's prefrontal cortex, that region of the brain responsible for impulse control and logical reasoning, won't be mature until age 25. In a 2-year-old, only 15% of this region is developed. At 3 years, 25%. At 5 years, not even 40%. It's like asking a child who's barely walking to run a marathon. During an intense meltdown, your child enters what's called an amygdala hijack. The amygdala, that primitive structure in the emotional brain, takes total control. The prefrontal cortex disconnects. MRI studies show massive amygdala activation and near-complete prefrontal cortex deactivation. This is pure biology. In this state, your child literally cannot reason. This is fundamental to understand. Every pediatric neuroscience textbook confirms this basic metabolic truth. So let's examine what parents instinctively do that absolutely doesn't work. They reason, if you calm down, we'll go to the park later. But the brain can't process this conditional logic. They command, calm down now. It's like telling someone having a heart attack to stabilize their rhythm through willpower. They negotiate, okay, you can have one candy if you stop. That teaches the child that tantrums work. They minimize, it's nothing, stop crying. That invalidates the emotion and extends the tantrum by 40 to 50%. Here's what you need to understand. An activated amygdala requires 20 to 30 minutes to calm down physiologically. That's the time needed for cortisol and adrenaline, the stress hormones released massively, to metabolize. You cannot accelerate this biological process by talking or reasoning. So what do you do instead? You accept that during these 20 to 30 minutes, your role is not to reason, negotiate, or teach. Your role is simply to be the external regulator of your child's nervous system until their brain can reconnect. Step 2. Become the emotional thermostat through physiological regulation. The second step is to actively regulate your own nervous system to co-regulate your child's. Here's why this is absolutely crucial. Your child's autonomic nervous system synchronizes with yours. Dr. Stephen Porges' research on polyvagal theory demonstrates that young children regulate their emotional state primarily through the physiological signals they receive from their parents. Your heart rate, your breathing, your tone of voice, your posture, these are information that your child's brain detects and automatically copies via mirror neurons. If you're stressed, your child instantly detects this activation. Their amygdala activates even more. You are the thermostat. If you go up to 40 degrees, they go to 50. If you stay at 20, they can come down. Here's the exact protocol to stay calm in the first 60 seconds of a meltdown. Breathing protocol. As soon as the tantrum starts, immediately do 5 coherent breaths. Inhale through your nose for 5 seconds. Exhale through your mouth for 5 seconds. This specific breathing activates the vagus nerve, the main brake of the sympathetic sympathetic nervous system. In 60 seconds, your heart rate variability changes, your cortisol drops, and your brain enters parasympathetic mode. Vocal protocol: immediately lower your voice by 30 to 40%. Never yell. Speak softly, slowly, with a monotone. The prosody of your voice sends safety signals that your child's amygdala processes even when their prefrontal cortex is offline. Body protocol: slow down all your movements by 50%. Sudden gestures activate the threat detection system. Slow movements signal safety. Consciously release your shoulders, unclench your jaw, soften your gaze. Your child reads your body language 10 times more than your words. This personal regulation is not optional. It's the foundation of everything else. You have a 100% mature prefrontal cortex. You can choose your response. Your child with 15 to 40% maturation cannot. Step 3. Apply neurological emotional validation. The third step is the strategic use of emotional validation. This isn't vague kindness. It's a precise neurological tool. Functional imaging studies at UCLA by Dr. Matthew Lieberman demonstrated that naming an emotion reduces amygdala activation by 30 to 40% within seconds. This process, called affect labeling, activates the prefrontal cortex, which sends direct inhibitory signals to the amygdala. Your child can't do this alone during a meltdown, but you can trigger this mechanism in their brain. Here's the exact validation protocol. Identify the primary emotion. Observe your child. The 5 primary emotions are anger, fear, sadness, disgust, surprise. During tantrums, it's usually anger, frustration, a form of anger, or disappointment, sadness. Use a simple validation phrase: you're very angry, you're really frustrated, you're so disappointed. That's it. No but, no however, no explanation, just pure validation of the emotional state. Repeat every 30 to 60 seconds. I see that you're very angry. You're really angry because I said no. The anger is very big right now. Now, here's the critical mistake 90% of parents make. They confuse validating the emotion with validating the behavior. What you always validate: all emotions: anger, sadness, fear, jealousy, frustration. These are normal biological responses. Your child has zero control over feeling them. What you never validate: destructive behaviors, hitting, biting, breaking, self-harming. The exact phrase: you're angry, it's normal to be angry, but hitting your sister is not acceptable. We never hit when we're angry. You create a clear neurological distinction. Emotions always pass. Actions have consequences. Step 4. Reduce environmental sensory stimulation. The fourth step is to immediately modify the environment to send safety signals to the nervous system. Your child's nervous system practices neuroception, an unconscious and automatic detection of danger or safety signals. During a tantrum, it's in full danger mode. You need to saturate the environment with safety signals. Here's the environmental modification protocol. If you're at home, immediately take your child to a space with minimal stimulation. Their room, a quiet corner of the living room, even a bathroom. Lower the lights by 50% or close the curtains. Turn off all noise, television, music, devices. Move siblings away. Each additional stimulus extends the tantrum by 5 to 10 minutes. If you're in public, move to the least stimulating location available. The car is ideal, an isolated corner of the park, an empty hallway. If you're at the supermarket and can't leave, position yourself between your child and other people to create a visual barrier. Deep pressure protocol, if tolerated. Deep pressure activates proprioceptive receptors in muscles and joints, sending calming parasympathetic signals. If your child accepts touch, use the containing hug. Sit down, place your child on your lap with their back against your chest. Wrap your arms firmly but gently around them. This pressure can reduce tantrum duration by 40 to 50%. But caution, 30% of children, particularly those with high sensory sensitivity, experience touch during a tantrum as an assault. Their nervous system is overloaded. Contact adds stimulation they can't process. How do you know? Observe for 10 seconds. If the body relaxes, breathing slows, continue. If they push away, struggle, scream louder, release immediately. Say, okay, I'll give you space. I'm staying right here. Absolutely respect this need. Forced touch extends tantrums by 15 to 20 additional minutes. Step 5, implement strategic recovery silence. The 5th step is complete silence during the immediate post-tantrum period. This is probably the most counterintuitive strategy, but neurobiologically essential. Here's what 95% of parents do as soon as the crying stops. They talk immediately. You see what happens when you scream? Or now we're going to discuss, or if you had just listened. The problem is biochemical. Your child's brain just went through a tsunami of cortisol and adrenaline. These hormones are still present at elevated levels for 30 to 90 minutes after the tantrum ends. The prefrontal cortex is just starting to reconnect. It's absolutely not in a state where it can process, encode, and memorize new complex information. Studies on memory consolidation demonstrate that learning during high-stress states doesn't imprint into long-term memory. Everything you say in the 30 minutes following a tantrum will be 90% forgotten. Here's the exact post-tantrum silence protocol. Phase 1, complete silence, 0 to 10 minutes after. When the crying stops, say nothing. Remain physically present. Sit next to your child. Offer a hug if requested, but 0 words. Phase 2, physical comfort only, 10 to 30 minutes after. You can offer water. Do you want water? A simple question, no discussion. Hydration helps metabolize stress hormones 20% faster. You can suggest a calm activity. Do you want to read a book? Do you want to draw? Activities that activate the parasympathetic system. Phase 3, no debriefing, 30 to 60 minutes after. Still don't talk about what happened. The brain needs this complete period of neurochemical recovery. When can you finally discuss the tantrum? At minimum, 60 to 90 minutes after. For many children, the best time is 3 to 4 hours later, ideally before bedtime in a completely different, calm and secure context. Step 6, conduct the debriefing with the emotional intelligence protocol. The 6th step, and this is where real neurological learning happens, is the structured 5-part debriefing. This is not a punishment. This is not a moral lesson. This is emotional regulation teaching. Optimal timing, 1 to 2 hours minimum after the tantrum in a calm context. For many families, the best time is the bedtime routine. Part 1, reconnect without judgment. Do you remember this morning at the supermarket when you were very angry? Wait for the response. If they say no or refuse to talk about it, respect that. Try again tomorrow. If they say yes, continue. You were really angry because I said no to the candy, right? Let them confirm. Part 2, identify body sensations. This is the most important part. Do you remember how your body felt? Help with specific questions. Was your heart beating fast or slow? Were you hot or cold? Were your hands tight or open? Did you feel something in your belly? Interoceptive awareness, the ability to detect internal body signals, is directly correlated with regulation capacity. Children who can identify my heart is beating fast equals I'm starting to get angry can intervene before complete hijacking. Part 3, name the emotion with precise vocabulary. Don't just say mad. Use precise words: frustrated, disappointed, powerless, jealous, excluded. Emotional vocabulary is directly correlated with regulation. Studies show children who know 30 to 40 emotion words regulate 60% better than those who know 5 to 6. Part 4, teach 2 age-appropriate alternative strategies. Next time you feel anger in your body, what can you do instead? For 2 to 3 years, you can come tell me, "Mommy, angry," or "hit hard into this pillow." For 4 to 5 years, you can take 3 big breaths, go to your calm corner, or tell me, "I need help." For 6 to 7 years, you can identify where the anger is in your body and breathe there, draw what you feel, or ask for a moment alone. Part 5, repetition through role play, 3 times minimum. Let's practice. I'm going to say no to candy. You show me what you do now. Play the scene. When they use the new strategy, praise warmly. Exactly. You used your words instead of screaming. Repeat 3 times. This repetition creates myelinated neural connections accessible during real situations. Step 7, eliminate the 5 major physiological triggers. The 7th step is to proactively manage the triggers that multiply tantrum probability by 10. Tantrums aren't random. They're 1000% more likely when certain physiological conditions are met. A rested and fed child has a very high amygdala trigger threshold. A tired and hungry child has a threshold near 0. Trigger 1, hypoglycemia. Low blood glucose directly affects the prefrontal cortex. After only 3 hours without eating, impulse control decreases by 35 to 40% in young children. The protocol: feed your child every 2.5 to 3 hours maximum. Not fast sugars, juice, fruit alone, cookies that create spikes and crashes. Proteins and fats: 30 grams cheese, 2 hard-boiled eggs, 1/2 avocado, 50 grams mixed nuts, peanut butter on celery. Always bring a snack when going out. A child with available snacks has 65% fewer tantrums than a hungry child. Trigger 2, sleep deprivation. A single night of insufficient sleep reduces prefrontal cortex activity by 25% and increases amygdala reactivity by 60%. It's catastrophic. Requirements: 2 to 3 years equals 11 to 14 hours total, night plus nap. 4 to 5 years equals 10 to 13 hours, 6 to 7 years equals 9 to 12 hours. The protocol: bedtime at the same time 7 days a week. Tolerance window of 30 minutes maximum. Room at 18 to 20 degrees Celsius, complete darkness, 0 screens 90 minutes before. Watch for fatigue signs before they become critical. Eye rubbing, sudden hyperactivity, increased clumsiness. Act within 10 minutes. Trigger 3, sensory overload. Shopping malls, crowded parties, noisy restaurants overwhelm the immature nervous system. The protocol: strictly limit time. 2 to 3 years equals 30 to 45 minutes maximum. 4 to 5 years equals 60 to 90 minutes. 6 to 7 years equals 90 to 120 minutes. Beyond that, tantrum probability increases by 400%. Prepare before entering. There will be lots of noise. If it's too much, say, "Mommy too loud," and we'll leave. Trigger 4, unannounced transitions. The immature brain needs predictability. Sudden changes activate threat detection. The protocol: progressive warnings before each transition. In 10 minutes, we're cleaning up, then 5 minutes, then 2 minutes, then it's time now. For major changes, new teacher moving, prepare 2 to 3 weeks in advance minimum. Trigger 5, lack of autonomy. Children develop their need for control between 18 months and 5 years. When you control everything, you create pressure that explodes into tantrums. The protocol: offer 5 to 7 controlled choices per day. Not unlimited choices that paralyze, but 2 to 3 options that you control. Blue or red pajamas? Apples or bananas? This book or that one? These micro moments of power reduce power struggles by 45 to 50%. Putting it all together. Let me recap the complete protocol. Step 1, stop reasoning during the hijack. The rational brain is offline for 20 to 30 minutes. Accept this biological reality. Step 2, personal physiological regulation. 5 to 5 coherent breathing, voice lowered by 40%, movement slowed by 50%, relaxed body, you are the thermostat. Step 3, emotional validation. Name the emotion every 30 to 60 seconds. Reduces amygdala activation by 30 to 40%. Never validate destructive behaviors. Step 4, sensory reduction. Quiet space, lights lowered, noise eliminated, deep pressure if tolerated. Step 5, post-tantrum silence. 0 discussion for 60 to 90 minutes minimum. Offer water and comfort only. Step 6, structured debriefing, 1 to 2 hours after, 5 parts: reconnect, body sensations, name, teach alternatives, repeat 3 times. Step 7, trigger elimination, feed every 2.5 to 3 hours, sufficient sleep, limit overstimulation, transition warnings, 5 to 7 daily controlled choices. Apply this protocol consistently for 21 days. You'll see tantrum frequency decrease by 60 to 70%, their duration shortened by 40 to 50%, their intensity drop by 30 to 40%. This isn't magic, it's neurobiology. You're working with the brain's biology, not against it. Start today, implement 1 step this week. Build progressively. I promise you, if you apply these scientific principles consistently, you'll be amazed at the transformations in 3, 6, 12 months. If you found this information valuable, share it. And tell me in the comments which step you're implementing first. Your most harmonious years as a parent are still ahead of you.